Hi, my name is Kumail Nanjiani, and I feel Twitter-pated about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Hello and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I am sitting here with Sona Movsesian, Matt Gourley.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought up an issue.
You doodled as this cool-looking guy.
I
and
doodled
he's
this
got
guy. He's wearing, I don't know why I doodled him, but he's
awesome.
He's wearing farmer's overalls. I don't know that he has a shirt on. He's got a big mustache.
That's
I don't
what I
know
was
why
gonna
I
ask.
drew this guy. I don't know who this guy is.
You guys both love the 70s so much, which I think is very like mustache heavy. And I'm
Yep.
just curious why you guys have never, you've never grown a mustache.
I've had a mustache before.
Just a mustache.
Just a mustache. Not for long. It does. In theory, I really want to do it, but in practice, in my mind, Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
In the mirror, Ned Flanders.
So you come out as Ned Flanders.
I think so.
I think that my mustache, it doesn't, well, first of all, I've had a beard
Yeah.
and accompanying mustache, but a mustache alone, I would look sort of like Michael Caine in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. You know, like
But that's not a horrible look.
No.
That's
What I'm
nice.
saying is it's Michael Caine, so he can do anything because he's Michael Caine. I just, it would be kind of thin, and I think I would come across as evil. I think my
Pervy.
true evil
Oh.
and pervy would come out. And I just did something. I did a shoot where they put a small mustache on me, and so I can show it to you. And you know what? It doesn't. I look like a creep.
Okay.
I think it's just perv. But if you can indulge me for a second, which I know you can.
Let me see if I
Well,
have
I'm just
one,
going to
too.
say my dad has always had a mustache, and he's the coolest guy I know. So if I was a guy, I feel like I'd have a mustache.
Hey, if I had your dad's mustache, then
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And I've tried to imitate your dad's mustache many times.
No, you don't. Taking a dinner napkin and putting it above your mouth is not.
How many times have I sent you pictures I've taken of me on a plane or just me out in the world where I put a very large white dinner napkin under my nose and
Yeah.
say, look, it's your dad.
Too many times, actually.
Too many?
I think there's a decent amount of times, and then there's too many times. But I think you're just obsessed with his mustache. Oh, we're all on our phones.
Well,
I'm
was
trying to
searching
find
my-
something
I was
here.
searching
That's
my
a beard,
photos.
though.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
I was
That's
searching.
me. Hold on. Look.
That's not bad.
I don't know. That looks cool to me. That's
This
like
looks cool to you?
I want to
No.
be friends
Hello?
with that guy.
Hello?
I want to be friends with that. You have to do it that way,
Look
though.
at this. Look at
It's
this guy.
like a line
This guy's
above
awful.
the mouth.
What an awful guy.
I'm not kidding. I searched my photos for me with a mustache because you can do like AI search of your
Right.
photos now. This is what-
What was his name again?
Gene Shalit.
That's Gene Shalit.
That's right.
I'm sorry. This guy is constantly being arrested. This guy is being.
I don't know.
Look at that. He's being arrested. He's being. Right?
Yeah.
That's a terrible guy. I don't want to
Yeah.
be that guy.
I don't know. Well, Movember's coming up. Maybe you guys should grow mustaches.
And his eyes are dead. The mustache takes the life out of my eyes.
But you guys need bushy, big Sam Elliott style mustaches. Can't you make that happen? Like, figure it out. I don't know. Is there like a merkin for faces?
Yeah, it's called a
Called
fake
a fake mustache. Yeah, I've got 7 of those in my wallet.
You don't need to
For
call
other
it a
reasons you don't need to know.
I have a picture of me with a mustache
Be great.
somewhere.
I got plenty of those in my car. I'm responsible
Oh my
for
God.
a series of unsolved crimes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you guys you're so into the 70s and Tom Selleck
I
and
know.
cool guys.
I'm
look
into
just
Tom
like
Selleck.
my dad if I had a mustache because in the 70s he had a
Oh, wow. Look at
mustache.
that guy.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, not who's the guy?
Who?
He died. The
Oh, the guy
mustache
that died. Yes, the
The
guy with the
mustache
mustache
guy?
that died.
The
No, I know what
mustache
you're
guy
talking
that
about.
died.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The guy who the mustache.
What are you talking about?
There's mustache guys.
The
You got
really cool guy with the mustache.
Sam Elliott's still
Not
alive.
just Sam Elliott.
Tom
Theodore
Selleck's
Roosevelt
still
had a
alive.
mustache.
Tom Selleck,
Theodore Roosevelt
he's-
had a mustache and he's
died.
dead.
He died. He's a cool guy. Burt Reynolds.
Oh, well, he
Well,
died,
yeah.
like years ago.
Yeah.
You act like the mustache He had mustache cancer. Sir, there's nothing we can do. Well, you could shave it. I don't want to shave it. Oh, well, then you're going to die. Well, I guess my time is up. If there was only a way.
Mustache kid.
You have mustache cancer. we don't think we can operate. Well, what if I just shaved? Well, that would save your life. But we don't recommend it. Why not? Because it looks cool. What a weird thing to say.
Oh, my God.
All right. My guest today is an actor, writer, and comedian who starred in the hit HBO series Silicon Valley. He now has a new stand-up special on Hulu called Kumail Nanjiani, Night Thoughts. I'm delighted with this fellow.
He'd be cool with a mustache.
Oh, God, he's cool with anything,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Kumail Nanjiani, welcome. Twitter, what?
Twitter-pated, you know that word?
No, I don't.
It means like obsession, but not dark obsession.
Oh.
But it could turn dark.
It could turn very dark.
Twitter-pated is like when you're like, you've done 3 dates and you're like, I think this is something, you
Oh.
know?
I see.
This is that.
Well, you and I have done more than a few dates.
Yeah, that's
I've been a
right.
fan of yours for a very long time, and you were so kind to me. I'm going to thank you on mic when I got this wonderful Mark Twain Award in
Yeah.
Washington, and these amazing comedians came out, which is a big deal to get to. No one goes to Washington, D.C. by accident. You have to go there with great intention.
Is right.
You guys all showed up, and you came, and it was I was not in charge. It's kind of like a surprise party. They don't tell you who's coming. They don't tell you. All I know is I'm going to speak at the end, so I thought about that, but I didn't think about, who's going to come to this? And I think correctly thought, I wouldn't go to this if I didn't have to. And all of you, so many of you turned out, and you were hilarious. You did a TED Talk about me, and it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, thank you.
And it meant so much to me. Thank you for being there. And
thank-
you put so much thought into it, and you're such a smart comic. I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you. It means so much to me. I was going to thank you for having me, but I guess I should thank your team for having me there.
Yeah.
It really
I was against you coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
it's a
had
good
you on a
thing.
list. You know what? I had a list of people I don't want to see.
Oh.
They got a hold of that list and misunderstood.
God.
They didn't
Yeah,
read
you're
the
like,
top.
I don't want Letterman. I don't want Adam Sandler.
No Will Ferrell.
It
Yeah.
really meant so much to me to be there.
Yeah.
It really, really did, because I've told you, I do comedy because of you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny to me, by the way. I was noting this because I was working and I just got done and I've been catching up on episodes of this show. Your whole thing, you're so like with them to calling yourself a comedy legend and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then when someone pays you a compliment, you cannot fucking handle it.
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
that's
You
true.
totally crumble.
You
No.
can't.
You cannot change the subject quickly.
No,
enough.
he can only brag downward.
Yeah, exactly.
You've
exactly.
called yourself
No, my-
Beethoven. You've
my-
called yourself Michelangelo.
And then I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Conan, you're like a true legend in comedy. Look, why is he turning red? You are. I mean, it truly meant so much to me
Oh,
because
well,
I
that's nice.
genuinely do comedy because of you. And, the fact that all these people were there, Colbert, all the people who turned out, Letterman,
Sarah Silverman.
yeah, Will Forte, Will Ferrell, everybody's there. It's a testament to how people see you. And also, I went up to, I'd never met Brian McCann.
Yeah.
And I didn't really meet him that night. I just went up to him and said, I've got bulletproof legs stuck in my head for 30 years.
Yeah.
And he said,
Brian McCann, one of our great writers who's also a performer, and he was the always disappointing FedEx Pope, which was his title.
Yeah.
And Bulletproof Legs, which is one of my
bulletproof
favorite.
legs is so funny. I've had it stuck in my head for 30 years. I said that to him and he was like, thanks, that's really helpful. But
Yeah.
all those people being there, and it was such a magical night. And I truly, for me, like that day came at like this really weird time where I had like other stuff. And I flew in for that day. I flew out the next day. I wanted to hang out longer. But I was like, I have to be there for Conan because it's so important to me. And I kind of, to be honest, psyched myself out a little bit being there. Yeah, I like overthought it and got like way too nervous. And I wanted to be able to I enjoyed watching everyone. But I wanted to really it meant too much to me for me to not be super nervous.
Oh, that's interesting. It didn't show at all. I mean, it was such a funny idea you had, which was a TED Talk
That
about.
is what
it was such a great
What a
idea.
non-compliment. You had a great idea.
Well, no, you know what? For me,
The execution.
yeah.
Execution?
Well, look, we all
Listen.
know you're not an execution guy. No, that's my highest compliment.
Oh, thank you. It's really fun when you come up with something where you're like, oh, this is a thing. This is something. I can't
Yeah.
believe nobody.
You got to wear the little headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You had-
wanted to wear
You
the
had
little
a clicker.
You had
Yeah,
the clicker
I
and
loved
the
it all.
graphics.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, and it was really nice
Great.
to get a very sweet message from Sona.
Yeah.
And nobody somebody else right afterwards.
No,
Oh,
a
you
message,
sent me a very
a
nice
message
text.
from Sona is a message from me.
No, you sent me a very
Loved
nice
it.
text as well, but it meant so much to me to be there because you know what was interesting? So I've been catching up. I don't know how old this episode is. As you know, I'm a big fan of this podcast. I was listening to your interview with Andy Samberg, and you guys were both talking about your love of like silly comedy and how you've always loved it. When I was a kid, when I was a little kid, I liked it. I liked Jerry Lewis and Laurel and Hardy and Three Stooges. But as I started getting like 8, 9, 10, the last thing I wanted to do was be stupid. It was very important to me to feel smart. And so I didn't like anything that was silly. I really rejected it. My favorite things were like something like Groundhog Day, which was, it's an amazing movie, but it's sort of like there's an intellectual thing to it, you know? And those were the things I really like loved. And the thing that made me fall back in love with silly comedy and realize that it can be very smart was your show.
Oh, okay.
And now I look up to it, you know, like silly comedy it's so hard to pull off. But really, you made me fall in love with it.
Well, thank you. I think one of the things that I've always thought, and I talk about this on the last TBS show, was there is this intersection between stupid and smart. And it's this weird, like Ghostbusters when they all cross their beams, like whatever, there's this magical thing that happens. I do think there's an intersection between really smart and really stupid. And I've talked about that. It's been my obsession in my life. There's this little golden spot and you can't hit it all the time. It's hard to get it. And when you do get it, it's like holding onto a moonbeam. It's gone the minute you get it. And you just have to content yourself with the hunt. But that is my religion. My religion is every now and then there's something where this is very silly. Oh, it's so stupid. Wait a minute. I know something smart's happening here. There's a flicker of something smart happening here, but it doesn't last. It's just for a second.
Yeah, and you can't explain it to anybody who doesn't get it. And I didn't, you know, so it was your comedy and Beavis and Butthead around the same time that I was like, oh, really stupid stuff can be made by obviously very smart people.
I want to talk about your work, and I'm going to edit this out and just make it all about my work.
Just you talking about what it meant for you to get the Mark Twain Prize.
Yeah. And how I think you're correct. That
and Conan does all his own editing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's really good at it.
I'm really good at editing. I just watched your stand-up special, Night Thoughts, and I really loved it. And one of the things that you talk about in the beginning was you started as a stand-up. It's fascinating because it's very important to you up front to say, look, guys, I know you think I'm an actor who's now dabbling in stand-up, but I started as a stand-up. What's fascinating to me is I know you enough to know that you were petrified of getting in front of people, absolutely terrified of getting in front of people. And yet, I don't know if it was you took a loofah to your soul or something. You decided, I'm going to do the thing that scares me the most and get in front of people.
Yeah.
That was a huge hurdle for you.
Yeah. I mean, I was a very, very shy kid. So people who knew me as a kid are very surprised I do this. There's really no way to describe it other than I loved stand-up too much to not do it. Like the only thing scarier than doing it was not doing it. And I remember I have the sense memory of what it felt like to go to an open mic and sign up and go up in front of these people that I didn't know. And doing it in Chicago was a very intimidating comedy scene too.
Yes,
like it was kind of like rough and tumble, you know, and a lot of great stand-ups were from like my class there. But the only thing that hurt more than doing it was not doing it. So if there was any other way I could do stand-up, like without people in front of me, which I did do actually quite a bit.
Right.
Oh, I just thought of a very dark story about that. Oh my God.
Let's hear it.
You really want to hear it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little funny, but it's also sad. Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You just
there was a
described my
comedian-
life.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
That's my autobiography.
Oh,
A little bit funny and very sad.
Okay, well, let me try and find a palatable way through this inherently very sad story. So my scene in Chicago, you know, it was me, Pete Holmes, Hannibal Buress, Kyle Kinane, Matt Bronk, like all these, Beth Stelling, like all these really, really, really funny people. And the funniest one of us was this guy, his name was Pat Price. And he was like better looking than us. He was cooler than us. He was funnier than us. The girls liked him more. He had like a great job. He was like a great guy. And he was just like naturally very, very funny. And he told this one story once, very funny story about he did like this bar show outside Chicago, and there were just like 4 people, and 2 of them were facing away. And his friend was like, he was telling his friend this, and his friend was like, yeah, it's going to be a great story when you make it. Like, I did a show for 4 people and 2 people were turning away. And Pat was like, yeah, but what if I don't make it? Then that's just what I did in my 20s. And then Pat Bryce passed away in his early 30s. We were all in Chicago when that happened. He was like 31 or 32. And it's weird to think that is what happened.
Yeah.
And I only say that because he would think that was really funny.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course he would.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not the part.
I told you.
Not the part where he
It's
gives you.
dark.
Not the part where he passes away. He wouldn't find that funny.
No. I assume he hated that part.
Yeah.
But he was. I see you trying to get out of this. He was a really funny guy, and we talk about him still all the time. And it's just one of the. You probably. I don't know if you have this, where it happens a lot, where you're like, I'm sure you know this too. Where you're like, well, the funniest, the most talented person was that person, and now they're like a school teacher somewhere. You know, that happens all the time. They just didn't want to do it.
I mean,
And
in my
Pat
case,
Bryce
there
is-
wasn't someone who was funnier than me.
Oh,
I mean, I just have to
Jesus.
get the record straight.
Well,
Well, there wasn't. I mean, there really wasn't.
I mean, I think what's funny is usually
I'll invent a guy. Bill Googaba.
Googaba. You interrupted me for that.
And he was great, and he was so much funnier than me.
Is it
But then
funny?
one day he ate a big sandwich made of and he's gone. Oh, you happy now?
I'll bring you back. You really are a comedy legend. That is an inspiration to everyone who's doing comedy my age.
No, of course, and that's why
Are you moving away?
But it's so funny how it's all the things. It's funny, it's sad, but of course, you come up through life, and I have learned to embrace the fact that I met so many people who are just absolutely incredible, and some don't seem to move up the ladder. Some aren't alive, and some are, and it just never quite happened.
Yeah.
And there isn't a reason. There just isn't.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're very lucky that that we get to be here right now. You know, there was one guy, I won't say his name, who was like truly like just so brilliant, would kill every time, new ideas every time. He was also an artist, he was a painter, and he was like, I kind of like doing that more than this. We were just like, this is the most important thing in the world to me. And the fact that you can have that talent and just not really want to do it. I couldn't ever relate to that.
No. Well, you hit the nail on the head when you said we're lucky.
Yeah.
And I was talking earlier about how ideas having a weight. One of the things I noticed in your special is you have imagery is really important to me. When someone has an image that really resonates with me, and in one part of your special, you're talking about your cat Bagel and how it's impossible. A veterinarian says, just give the cat these pills, like these pills. And you're saying, how? Because I've had this experience recently. We have 3 cats, and trying to get a cat to eat a pill is impossible. And you had this great image, which is, you're saying to the vet, like, how is that going to happen? I mean, if you put a big plate of spaghetti in front of a human and it has 4 Tylenol sitting on top of it, they know. Yeah. And I was like, that is such, someone, and I could in that moment see you. I mean, I could see the image. I could see the image of a big plate of spaghetti being put in front of some marinara sauce, and there are these big Tylenol or relief pills. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What is this?
That's what Bagel did. She would like eat around the pill.
Of course they do.
Because she's like, this is obviously not food.
They're like us. They're absolutely like us.
Yes. Yeah, I had a long bit about you have a cat too.
Yeah, and that's funny. We're just giving her pills, but she will eat anything, so she will not eat around anything. She eats the pills.
Really?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Our cat, well, since then, can't get away from this. Our cat did die last
fuck.
month.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's
couple of downer
sorry.
stories.
No. She was.
And to be fair,
let me try and find
that
something.
cat was much more talented than either one of us.
She did open mics in front of 4 people and was like,
She just
someday
didn't
this will be
care.
funny.
She just didn't care.
Yeah.
She wanted to lick her own ass. That's all she wanted to do.
Exactly.
I'd rather lick my ass.
That was her true passion.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a beautiful, beautiful cat. Her butthole was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And it was always, it's like all she wanted us to see. She was like, you like my face, but what about my butthole?
Yeah.
What about like the entirety of it? Like, put your tail down, ma'am. Have some respect.
They have no respect. About
They don't. They don't.
She'd
They're
somehow
like,
prop up a magnifying glass and just walk behind it.
it's like, she has like a periscope to it somehow, wherever I'm looking. It's like whenever I looked in my house, her butthole was the thing I saw first.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
The observation I had just watching you do stand-up was it's that combination of you have great ideas and images. You have great images. And you talked about, I mean, not going to give away your whole special, but there was one specific thing where you're talking about in the old days when you would have a weed dealer and you were talking about the experience of, when you went to buy it, you need to hang out with them. It was just this thing where you hang out with them. And you said like, and you'd have to watch a little bit of The Matrix with them. And again, that's
true.
But that image, like you picked the perfect movie.
Yeah.
And I can see you sitting on a shitty couch. In the Chicago watching some of The Matrix.
Oh my God. And I remember going to this guy's house and it was always like too many guys there or not enough guys there. So it's like 17 guys with backwards baseball hats hanging out watching The Matrix or just you and this guy watching The Matrix.
Right.
I don't know which is worse. And it's also this thing where you're like pretending to be friends with them and then they bring out the weighing scale and all pretense that this is a friendship is gone.
Right.
Now it's suddenly very much a business transaction.
Right.
The other thing I talk about there was this old lady used to like sell like weed muffins in Chicago at like certain bars on the weekend. And you'd go and you'd hope she would show up. And it was always a magical mystery. You don't know how much weed she'd put in. So you wouldn't know if it was going to be like, I don't feel anything or like, I'm going to be in bed for 5 days. I say this in the special, thinking about every email I've sent in the last 5 years, I don't want to like do things from the special, but that it's and now it's all, very
This is
clear.
exactly what you're going to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's a little bit of what you're talking about is this concept that if you can have a favorite song and it's just magical to you. If you start to really break down what the song is and you listen to it 1,000 times and you understand what the changes are and how they work, some of the magic starts to rub off and erode. And I think you're talking about this thing in our culture where once things are legalized and then labels are put on them and everything's explained to you very thoroughly, this is exactly how high you're going to get. And these are probably the images and fantasies you're going to have.
Exactly.
This has all been signed off by RFK Jr. He's approved of it
and
all.
how did he sound when he signed it off?
Well, I wouldn't be able to. He's voiced by Katharine Hepburn. We all know that.
Today.
You're an old poop. Yeah, exactly. I was telling someone, I think I was telling Rose Byrne this. Rose Byrne, who...
By the way, I'm so excited for that movie. One of the all-time great titles, by the way.
Yeah.
That
Isn't it
movie,
amazing?
I'm so excited to watch it, and I want to hear about like what it was like for you doing that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in this movie. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Thank you for promoting my movie on...
I'm so excited for it.
It's great.
But I say my movie. It really is the superstars of this project are Mary Bronstein, who's the writer, director, and Rose Byrne, who just is a phenomenon.
She can do anything.
She can do anything, and I love her to death. And so when I had a chance to be in these scenes with Rose Byrne, I was like, well, I have to do this. But she texted me, I think yesterday, and said, I'm doing Hot Ones. And I thought, what is it about our culture where in order to promote her movie, she needs to ingest 40 pounds of toxins?
It's self-flagellation.
And so I texted her back and I said, if Katharine Hepburn were alive today, she'd have to do a web talk show where she sits on a toilet and eats a chili dog. Well, I think with Spencer in the scene, shut up. Catherine, we'll get to that in a minute. You haven't pooped yet. You gotta poop, Catherine. Well, all right, I'll try. I'm not feeling it just yet.
Don't you want a big opening weekend, Catherine?
Yeah. You're not gonna go viral.
Yeah.
All right, I'll eat the chili dog. And so it's but that's what would happen today. It'd be like, well, Marlon Brando, what are you in? Well, I'm in this, thing called On the Waterfront. Now, hold on, Marlon.
Yeah.
You've got to drink 10 bottles of this diuretic.
Whatever you're about to say, he's done on his own.
Anyway, and
he was doing it in his private life.
Better than any of us.
Yeah.
You know what you were saying about how the imagery and bits and stuff, what I love about doing what we get to do is, you're right, we're in a world where there isn't that much mystery anymore. I know exactly if I eat this gummy, I know exactly the level of high I'm going to be. But I think when you watch movies, TVs, watch great stand-up jokes, whatever it is, there is like new stuff in there.
Yes.
And it's so hard to get any new stuff, like walking through the world. But then I watch, I just did a show this week with Largo and at Largo with Mulaney and Nick Kroll, and watching their bits, I'm like, that's new. I've never heard that. I don't know how you thought of that. And if you explain it to me, it wouldn't make any sense. But it's like magical new things that you get to experience.
No, that's why I love seeing younger talent. I love hearing what they have to say because I get surprised. It's just so nice to be surprised at my age. When I can be surprised, it just tickles me pink,
Yeah.
I know the phrase is I'm tickled pink. But I wasn't pink.
It tickles you pink?
It tickles me to the point where I become pink.
Okay.
But buddy, you start off pink.
Yeah, I was going to say, it tickles you.
It tickles
you. It tickles me. I'm tickled to me.
So nothing changes. You're just tickled.
Tickled to me.
I say I'm tickled Conan when it happens.
No, this is just reminding me that whenever I just got back from shooting an episode of my travel show in the Philippines, but whenever I've been, and if I've been in, when I was in Ghana, when I go to these places, Cuba, people come up to me and they are concerned for my health because I'm not just white, I'm translucent.
Yeah.
And there is a caring, like, are you okay? And I'm like, this is just what my people look like.
Should we be able to see the bones through of the outer layers?
It conveys a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
They're concerned.
I know.
I think it's very sweet.
Yeah.
You're concerned.
Every time you travel, I'm legitimately concerned when you come back, especially if it's like a hot climate. I'm worried about you.
I feel like for you, it's always like, when people get the bends when they come up out of water. I feel like for you, traveling every time on a plane is that. Well, you have to like
you know what they should probably do? They should probably, anytime I do a travel show, the plane, before it takes me back to Los Angeles, it should first take me to a field in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have to be there for a week.
Depressurized.
You're like Superman. You have to like get power from your from your land.
It's definitely not like Superman.
Sorry. That's the only
kind
way.
of an inverse. I think he meant an inverse Superman.
The only way you like Superman is that it's like everything is kryptonite to you.
Yes. I have to get back to my super weakness.
Including sun, which gives him power, but hurts you.
It's clouds and rain for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to ask you, because you brought it up at the very beginning of your special, where you walk out and you say, don't let these muscles freak you out. These are just decoration. They're decorative. They're for show. I have to say, very impressive guns.
Thank you.
And I'm glad someone else in comedy is not afraid to get jacked.
Oh.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what do I mean by that?
Are you talking about you?
You think
I'm fucking jacked, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm jacked.
No one talks about it.
It is weird because now people perceive me differently and they think I'm a different person, and I know I'm not. I'm exactly the same person I've always been.
Yep.
I just really like working out a lot now.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff that goes with it. And it was interesting when I was, so I hadn't done stand-up in like 6 to 8 years.
Right.
And during the actors' writers' strike a couple of years ago, I was like, I was like, what am I was like feeling very creatively frustrated. So I was like, I'll try stand-up and I'll see if I still like it. So I did a bunch of shows at Largo, the place we love. And Emily was like, people experience looking at you very differently than they used to. So the way you are on stage has to change. Like, she was the one who really was like, you can't be the same comedian. You have to do something different because you look very different.
Right.
And so that's something I had to be very aware of when I was doing stuff. The last thing I want to do is talk about how I look.
Yes.
But she was like, you kind of have to address it.
No, it's good. You come out, you mention it right away, and you're very self-deprecating about it. You're
Yeah.
like, these are decorative. I've never been in a fight.
No.
It is funny. There's this misconception that people, if you work out a lot, that then you would be good in a fight. Nothing is further from the truth. The best person in a fight is just someone who, has that mentality. And they probably don't need to have lifted a single weight in their life.
Yeah.
They just have that, I'm going to punch your face
Yeah.
in, Matt Gourley.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to.
No. This is just, I don't know. I'm just going with this. I'm in a flow state right now, and I just want to describe beating you to death.
Oh gosh.
But-
Death.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Just pounding and pounding away at that.
Okay.
At that insouciance.
Excuse me.
Just that face that looks at me like I dare you to hit me.
Insouciance?
Yeah, what?
I feel very confident saying that's not a word.
It's insouciance. I'll smash you.
But your punches would hurt more, right? If you had to fight, if you had muscles.
I don't know. Eduardo's with me on this.
No?
Yeah, I agree with Conan. I think
I think so too. I think it's, if you've got nothing to lose.
It's people
Huh.
that are just they fight because they've probably been punching people since they were 8 years
and they've
old.
got nothing to lose.
And it's their whole life, and they.
I mean, can you imagine bringing yourself to punch someone like full force? I assume none of us
No.
Just a couple minutes ago. Yeah.
I see Gourley regularly running through that.
Yeah.
Eduardo's shaking or
I've punched
nodding.
somebody full force before.
Really?
When I was a kid. This was in middle school, but
can. And
yeah.
did you punch a grown up?
No, I've never punched the grown up before.
So how old were you?
He punched a kid when he was an adult.
Who and why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who and why?
I was 13. I was wearing glasses. This was a classic bully story where somebody pinned me up against the wall, took my glasses off, just tried to play keep away, basically. And my first instinct, when I tried to ask for them back, my first instinct was just pop them straight in the face.
And you did.
And I did.
And how did that go down? Did you get your glasses
I got my
back?
glasses back. And I was never bothered again by this guy and his friend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah,
If you
punch the people you don't like.
Yes. Yeah.
Full force.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eduardo.
No, but I mean, Eduardo comes in with some sage advice worthy of Gandhi. But it'd be great if that happened to Gandhi when he was in high school and he just beat the shit out of somebody and then.
Not proud of it fully.
You should be.
But first of all, yes, you should be, because that guy had it coming and you probably did him a favor. I don't think he did that to anybody else.
Actually, we were friends after that. Not too long
Great.
after. So
Thank you.
it did change.
I noticed you're not wearing glasses anymore.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, and I don't want to
He
bring
had
it back
more-
to this, but that guy now is dead.
He was funny though.
And you know what? He was the funniest of all of us.
Oh.
He was just trying to do a funny routine about glasses, and he needed your prop to. Yeah, that's all. He was just borrowing them. Yeah, I don't know. I've not done that, and I don't imagine I could do it.
No,
I
don't think I
and
could. I mean, I look strong. I can barely move. Like, I'm genuinely useless in any practical situation.
Right. I noticed that you had to be carried in here.
Yeah.
You came with 5 people, and they carried you in. They made like a chair, a basket chair with their hands.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It's weird. Then they rubbed all these oils into you. It's strange.
They were chanting.
They were chanting. They
were
had
chanting.
huge ostrich feathers they were cooling you with.
My writer has gone insane.
We had to meet all these crazy demands.
I did find out, I was like, I always get like, whenever I do a show or I'm somewhere, very specific like snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then at one point someone was like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but someone was like, by the way, that thing was very hard to find. I'm like, well, yeah, why did you do that? They're like, it says in your writer, you have to like have this thing. And clearly my writer got messed up with someone else's, because it's a thing that I don't have like any connection to. I don't enjoy.
One thing I've experienced, which is if you have a slight preference, without you doing anything, that becomes a demand.
Oh,
And so what happens is I'll say, well, I like a Coke Zero before I go on because it's the caffeine and but it's and so you'll just say that, and then you'll show up someplace. This sounds like a humble brag, or it's not. It's just very strange to show up and there's a refrigerator filled with that thing, and you're thinking this is a restaurant should have this. on hand, and it would last them a month, and then
they give you so
it
much of
becomes
it.
like, oh my God, if Conan shows up and there's not a Coke Zero there, we're all dead.
Yeah.
And it just feels odd. It just became, well, if there's one, I'll take one if there's one around. But it's a game of telephone.
I just saw Jay Kelly, which is an amazing movie with George Clooney and your buddy Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. And Jay Kelly is basically a version of George Clooney, a guy who's been a movie star his whole life. And at one point, he's in a dressing room and there's a cheesecake. And he's like, why is there always a cheesecake?
Oh, okay.
And Adam Sandler says it's in your writer because you like cheesecake. He's like, I've never liked cheesecakes.
Yeah.
And the entire movie, every other scene, there's a close-up of a cheesecake. In almost every frame, there's like a slice of cheesecake somewhere.
Yeah. I guess I'm Clooney-esque.
Oh,
Right. That's what I
boy.
take away from that story.
Yeah, you mean a lot to all of us comedians who've...
Who started out as actors and then were on ER and became... I want to ask you something about, because I know this about you, that you're a cricket fan.
I am.
And I don't think I'm a dumb person, but I've watched cricket many times when I've seen it.
Have you?
Well, I've just, not live, but when I see it, I'm kind of fascinated by it and I watch it. I cannot decipher cricket. I just can't decipher it and I don't understand it.
I could watch a game with you, like it's about the length, the shortest one is about the length of a basketball game.
Right.
And you would know cricket very well by the end of it.
And I just talked to these Rest is History podcasters who are amazing, and they're from the UK and from Britain, and they love cricket.
Yeah.
They might as well say, I love watching Glip Glop. I don't know what it is. I don't
like
understand
Quidditch. Yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Here's the big problem with cricket. When American people try to understand it, they try and equate it to baseball.
Yes, I superimpose baseball over it.
You have to forget baseball. It's a ball and a bat, and then people make fun of me for like, it's almost similar. It's really not. You have to let go of baseball, and that's when you'll like understand what.
So I think I have to unknow baseball, which I've been watching my whole life.
Are you a big?
Well, I've been. I mean,
just for like a little bit. You don't have to like Eternal Sunshine baseball out of your mind.
No, it has to completely go.
That would be like, we have amazing technology. What do you want to forget? I want to forget the rules of baseball.
I want to forget every association or memory I have.
It's $300,000.
Yeah.
You sure that's what you want to spend it on?
Yes. It's either this or that G-Wagon Mercedes, and this is what I want. And then I'm explaining it to my accountant. Wait, what is this? This is a lot.
Yeah.
I need to forget baseball.
Yeah.
Every association I have watching the Red Sox from when I was a little boy in Boston, it has to be removed completely from my cortex.
Are you a big baseball fan?
Well, I am. I grew up, baseball was the biggest sport.
Was it? Right.
When I was growing up,
right.
because the Patriots weren't a thing yet. They existed, but they weren't a thing. The Bruins were huge, and we all knew Bobby Orr and the Bruins, but I didn't sit and watch hockey a lot. But it's a religion. Baseball is a religion in Boston. The Red Sox, specifically the Red Sox.
Right.
So that was the thing that entered my bloodstream.
Right. So that's good, because that's kind of why cricket, I really love it, because it makes you feel connected to Pakistan. Like I haven't been back in a long time. I've been here longer than I was there, but it's really where I'm from. I am Pakistani, but sometimes I can feel disconnected from it. When I watch cricket, it makes me feel like I'm back home.
How are you perceived in Pakistan? Do they claim you as a native son?
I think it's complicated. I don't really have a good sense of it, to be honest. I think there are certain things about me that they're proud of, and then there are certain things about me that they have complicated feelings about, like the fact that I'm married to a white American woman. I think that's seen in a complicated way. I think they like that I'm successful, but I think it's complicated.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, and I think it's usually complicated because I'm 100% Irish genetically, but if I go back to
shit,
but if I go back to Ireland, I can't claim that I'm one of them because I'm not. I've been gone. Right. We've been gone for 120 years,
right? And
so,
do you feel connected to it culturally?
I do.
You do.
I feel connected to that air. I mean, we were joking earlier, but every cell in my body when I'm in that climate is saying, "Oh, thank God." What were you doing living near the Mexican border?
Right.
You idiot. I'm
That's right.
I want it to be about 40 degrees or 45 degrees. I want it to be raining.
Yeah.
And these are not things I actively want. This
No.
is my body telling
Yeah.
me you're supposed to live in a bog.
Right.
And you're supposed to have died about 30 years ago.
That's how I feel about when I lived in Chicago. My body in the winter was like, you are not made for this.
No one's made for that.
Go to the equator. Yeah.
No one's made for that. This is not about
No
you
one
being
is
from
made for
Pakistan.
that. I don't know the history of anything you do. When people first settled there, weren't they like when it hit October, like, we gotta go somewhere else?
They should have been.
Why did they stick it out?
I think there are those big lakes, and they thought someone started grilling sausage, and they were like, "This is this is amazing. We could block off whole streets and just
And
eat
arteries.
sausage, yeah,
Yeah.
and arteries simultaneously." I don't know. I think that all the time because Chicago is not. I was there for a summer in 1988 with Robert Smigel and Bob Odenkirk, and
You guys did that show.
we did Happy Happy Good Show there. And what I remember is, I know Chicago is brutally cold in the winter, but it's going to be really nice in the summer. It's the most uncomfortable I've been in my life.
Yeah.
Was the summer of '88. I was living in a tiny apartment with my room had no window, and I would practically weep at
Yeah.
night. I was just sleeping on a futon. I would rush down to my car, down like 3 flights of stairs, and sit in the car and run the air conditioning in my 1973 Plymouth Valiant, and then turn it off and run upstairs to try and go to sleep. But by the time I got up there, I was just as hot as I had been before because I ran up 3 flights of steps.
So you've never felt the Chicago winter? It's not like a New York winter.
No. It's that wind coming. I've been there in the winter, and I've felt that wind coming off those lakes.
Yeah, it's like the world is trying to kill you every single moment.
Yeah.
It feels genuinely like tiny monkeys with knives are attacking you every time you're outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I've been attacked by monkeys with knives, and I completely get what you're saying.
As it was happening, you were like, I feel cold.
I said, this feels like Chicago. And they're like, ooh, ooh, ah! What? That's what
Stupid.
It's not stupid. It's a combination of stupid and really smart.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a gold ingot.
No, wait,
I
that
missed
was
the
that
smart
was,
part. I
wait a
missed
minute.
the
No,
smart part.
I'm checking. That was just stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
You've really had an incredible career thus far, because it's not over, but you started out in stand-up, and then you do this work as an actor. You didn't just have success, you had terrific success, you know? And I mean, I've told you this before, and I was...
If it's nice, you could say it again.
Okay, I just loved... I absolutely loved Silicon Valley, and there were scenes in that I think about to this day. And I just had lunch recently with Alec Berg, and I was reciting things to him. I was reciting.
I didn't know. How do you know Alec Berg?
He's first of all, he and Jeff Schaffer worked on my late night show for a very short time.
I did not know that.
Before they wised up and got themselves to Seinfeld. Yeah, we know each other. But he finally said, hey, let's have lunch, because we never really got to sit down and talk about everything.
Best.
Yeah, and he's such a smart, funny writer, and we were talking, and all I kept doing was, fanboying out about Silicon Valley. I loved your character on that show. And
would you say he was your favorite?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
I hate that honesty.
I love the show.
I don't even respect it.
No, I love the show. I love the show, and I'm going to say you were my least favorite, but because the show was so good.
Still pretty good.
It wasn't even pretty good. No, kidding. Hey, thanks again for doing Twain. Well, no, you got to play such great, and you did it really well, but
that was
you didn't get
gift.
to. You played so well the
really
insecurity of that character.
Yes, he's a
wise ass who's also very insecure.
Right?
And when someone makes fun of the little necklace you're wearing, the next scene it's covered up.
Yeah,
and then they call you on that, and you're denying that you're covering it up.
I love. So that happened. So there's a scene. There's a story in the show where we get a little bit of money. We're a little bit successful. So I go and buy a gold chain and I put it on and I'm all peacocking it. And then Martin Starr's character Guilfoyle, who are always going at each other, starts making fun of me for it. And there's like a really funny scene where everybody's just going around making fun of me. And TJ Miller's character Ehrlich says, he calls me Bell Biv Dinesh. And sings that chain is poison.
Yeah.
And then there's a part where like the whole episode builds up to we're gonna go in, it's called Skunk Works, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna sabotage this. There's like a whole scheme we have. And we have like stuff that we're sneaking into our own workspace. And we're like, okay, so to really feel like nothing is amiss, we have to keep making fun of Dinesh's gold chain. Yeah. Otherwise, people will know. So as we're walking in, Zach Woods' character goes really loud for everyone to hear. He goes, "Nice chain, Dinesh. Do you choke your mother with it when you fuck her in the butthole?" And
he goes too far.
He goes way too far. And then
it's like he's trying this comedy thing he's watched other people play with, but he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And Thomas Middleditch's character, Richard, is so thrown by that he falls down and all the papers that we're trying to sneak in come out. And the whole scheme falls out. And you think we're setting up the whole season and it's completely like destroyed by that one line. That storyline happened because over the summers, they would meet with us. The writers would have a meeting with us, be like, "Do you have any stories that might be good for like you being like a loser?" And so that story is from my real life. I was like, at one point in high school, I bought a silver chain, and I thought it would be cool, and people like started making fun of me mercilessly, and then I couldn't take it off until I was off their radar, because then they'd know that's why I was taking it off.
Right.
So I took like every morning, like put on this fucking gold chain that would get heavier every day and like burn my
skin. That's great that's from your life.
So that's from my life. And it's funny because they like changed it from silver to gold. Like my real life was too lame to be the lamest character on a show with just lame characters. They had to make it slightly cooler. Otherwise, it was too sad.
Yes.
My real life was too sad.
So great.
It's so great.
There's also a line where I guess it was Thomas Middleditch reveals the logo that he wants to use. This is very early on.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of my favorite lines, which is delivered by you. Is he reveals the character, and it's like a Peter Pan that's wearing a Pied Piper.
Yeah.
It's got like kind of a Peter Pan sort of
He's
hat
got like a feather in
with
his
a
hat.
feather in it.
And he's got a flute. Yeah.
And you... You talk about how it looks like he's holding a dick.
Yeah, it's something like, it looks like he's sucking a dick and he's got another one tucked behind his ear for later.
For later.
Like a snack dick.
He says a snack dick. He says he has it tucked in for later. And I'm like, for later? I just loved, I love the whole thing, but you just said it looks like he has an extra dick tucked in his hat for later. And I'm just going to keep this dick for later. Yeah. And I'm still laughing about that. I'm reciting it to Alec Berg. We're having lunch. I'm just I'm very pleased for you that you've been able to have this kind of, it's unusual for people you can do it and stand up, and then you can explore this world and I think really nail it, and then decide, I'm going to go back and do a stand-up special again.
Yeah.
After all this, it's been, 10 years since you did?
Yeah, it's been close to 10 years. It was right when you started making The Big Sick, which was 2016, that I stopped doing stand-up. And it was really exciting to go back, but it was also like scary because I had to learn to do it again. I'd sort of forgotten. And the performance, I don't know how interesting this is. Maybe it's not interesting at all. But the first, I was like, I'm going to go see if I still like it. And I'm going to try and recreate the conditions of when I was really doing it. So I set up 7 shows over the course of 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to do all 7 of these and see if I could still enjoy it. Yeah. And then the 7th one felt a little bit like old times. And I was like, oh, fuck, I think this is back. So the first 2 weeks went really well because, I hadn't done stand-up. People were excited to see me. I felt nervous. So I felt really present. And then after that, the next few weeks were not as good. As I got more comfortable on stage, I wasn't doing as well on stage. And I was like, why is this happening? And I realized it's because as I was getting comfortable, I was defaulting to how I was on stage 10 years ago. And I wasn't the same person now. And it felt disingenuous to the audience. The audience could feel that I was doing something that was different from who I am as a person now. Right. And so I had to sort of go out and be like, okay, I'm going to go out on stage and not be beholden to any not even try and do well, just really try and see how I want to be on stage and just like really lean back and see what comes out. So I had to like relearn how to do it. And then I had to relearn how to write it. It's very different from writing anything else.
It's interesting because the one thing I've noticed about my own experience recently is I'm always been myself. I'm just myself. And when people don't like what I'm doing, they don't like me. Do you know what I mean? So, it's true. It's just like, I don't like Conan. They're not talking about that Conan guy. That's me.
Yeah.
This is who I am. The comedy comes out of my sense of who I am. If you don't like it, that's me you don't like, which can be very painful. And I found doing this movie role recently, that's not me. That's a different person.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
was that the first time in your career you've done that?
Well, I've done, really, yeah. Most times when people want me to be in something, it's as Conan O'Brien saying, this character is on our next guest, whatever, which, was not that fulfilling. But I had this weird detachment from it. Like, well, if they don't like that guy, that's not my business. And by the way, my thing is so immediate. I do it and then it comes out hours later. Sometimes with the podcast a week later, but most of my career has been do it, say it, and then 2 hours later, people are seeing it at home.
Yeah, and there's not like a tremendous amount of prep going into it. Like I assume when you were doing your late night show, it's that day you prep for that night, and then the next day it starts over.
And so it's all immediate, or if you're doing live shows, I got to go out there right now, and I'm very like, oh my God, here we go. And then there's this experience where, that thing you made where you had to be somebody else and you made it 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
It's coming out now. And I'm very, I hope people like that fellow in that thing. It's this feeling of, that's not really me. So you've had it the other way where you're very much, I think one of the hardest things about stand-up is that if they don't like you, they don't like you.
Yeah.
But then you've worked this other field where...
Well, I figured out a way that even if they're rejecting a character of me I'm playing in a movie, it still feels like they don't like me.
Yeah.
It still feels very personal.
Yeah.
And it's also... So how did it feel to have your performance in someone else's hands? You've never had that. You have to trust the director.
I would maybe not have liked it if I didn't... Mary Bronstein, the director, is one of the most confident, clear-eyed people I've worked with. And she wrote this. This is a story she knows backwards and forwards. She's very much in control. And I just thought, I completely gave myself over to her, and I was completely trusting of her.
I mean, that's the best thing you can have as an actor is the feeling of safety with the director. Where you're like, I trust them to make me, I'm in their hands.
That's why I'm very interested in never doing this again, because I thought that was an incredible experience. I'm with Rose Byrne in scenes. People seem to really like this. I'm out. I don't want to have the other experience.
It's a really, truly horrible feeling to be making something that you're going to be doing for 4 months with a director and you're like, I don't think this person knows what they're doing. That's the worst feeling I've ever had. And my wife was in a coma for a week. I can't get away from this. Sorry, take that out.
No, that stays too.
What was your prep going into it?
A lot of prep.
What did you do?
I worked with Mary Bronstein really hard.
Did you come up with this guy's backstory?
You know what I'm going to say? She was suggesting that we do that. And when she first suggested, I thought, come on, you don't need to do this. And then she was right. It really helps. It really helps.
A lot of the prep that actors have to do is so stupid. And it feels so pathetic. But it really is very helpful.
But one thing I will maintain is stupid are the warm-ups that people do before an improv show. I've always thought those were stupid. And whenever I've been asked to come back and do some improv and they want to bring me out to an alley behind, it's a benefit. If we're all going to do improv to raise money for an important cause, can I just give the money? No, buddy. Everyone's going to love seeing you out there again. And when you're back there and they go, let's play libbity lobbity loo, habita habita, hoobita hoobita, hibbity hibbity. I'm like, nope, this is...
Does it not help you?
No.
I've never done that. So
No, I doesn't help me. It just irritates me.
Yeah.
And I think it's a hidden prank show.
I think that's the thing that comedians have that is hardest for me that was the most challenging thing for me with acting is that there's always part of you that's so self-aware and knows and it's a great thing to have because you hear so many actors talk and they are not self-aware at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sure that's what you did, but I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But comedians have, so there's like a part of you that's always like, this is a little bit stupid. And
Yeah.
acting at its core is like very stupid.
Oh.
It's really stupid. Like, you say this now, I say this. I'm an architect today. It's so stupid.
I'm glad you said
I
that.
did not like my father because he did not, whatever it is.
Yeah.
My career in baseball did not work, and now I'm sad. Say something, I'll say the same thing back to you 40 times. It's so stupid. And you have to like forget how absolutely fucking stupid it is.
You know what I love? That's why I love doing a late night show all those years or doing this is that I can always be present with and honest about this is stupid, but I love it. I never had to, you're right. You're absolutely right that you never gave me what I wanted.
Yeah.
Is at its core very silly.
It's so
but
silly.
You can't see it as that.
Cut. Hey, are the donuts here yet? Like, that thing is so weird. And then you're hanging out with the actor, and then it's action, and now you're a different person, and I'm a different. It's so
Right.
But I do love it so
Oh,
much.
good. Well, good.
And I love it because so much, and I'm sure you have this too. It's one of the challenges is to be like really present in the moment, really like listening to someone and reacting
Yep.
in life. I was thinking about, what I said, that was stupid. Or I think this thing I did a week ago, I hope they don't think it was, I should email them right now. Or I have to do this thing later. So much of my life is thinking about what I did or what I'm going to do. And that when I'm acting, I truly feel very, very present in the
Because you have to
moment.
be.
You have to be, yeah.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up because you've been talking and talking and talking and I mean, it's just awful. It's just awful.
It's just going to be you the whole time. Take me out.
Well, you know,
I'm
we do
totally
a lot.
fine with it.
We do this a lot when I'm not happy with the way something went. And this is, of course, today. We take you out and then it's just, we have lots of extra tape of me just talking about me. And we fill that in with your,
But you already have stuff ready to go. You've already recorded stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
That they take. Okay.
Yeah. And so it's just going to be, people will be confused because they'll hear, oh, this is great. Conan's talking to Kumail. This is going to be really funny. And then there'll be some confusion that it's me talking. And then when the parts where you were talking, it's just more me talking about me. But I love those episodes.
Can't stop listening.
This is
Hey,
a
is
horrible
that it?
job.
We're the end of it?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
This is great.
Did we talk about anything?
We talked about, I think we kind of talked about everything, but
It
also.
really did fly by. I had fun.
My special.
Yeah.
Are you saying it?
I am going to say that it's on Hulu and it's called Kumail Nanjiani Night Thoughts. And
Thoughts.
it is really funny because you're really funny. And you're one of those people I just always enjoy. And I'm crazy jet lagged with, I'll tell you this behind the scenes story, crazy jet lag from this trip I took for my travel show. And I was on the other side of the world and I came back and I just got back and I'm completely out of it. And my staff was saying, you're so tired and out of it. We should probably move this podcast. And I said, who is it? And they said, it's Kumail. And I was like, no. Aww. That is someone, that's like a treat for me. That's like
Yeah.
saying we canceled your birthday cake. So that is not happening.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's
but
so
thank
kind.
you so much. Continue to thrive. And I really love being your friend. It means a lot to me.
Oh my God. That's so. I want to also mention really quickly before I go back to saying what I want to say about you is I'm also in the new series of Fallout, which is a show I
Oh,
love. It's on
God.
Amazon.
Love Fallout.
I love Fallout.
Isn't it a great show?
Yes.
So
Love it.
I have a little part in that season 2 that's also out on Amazon Prime probably
But
right.
you said acting is stupid.
Yeah, but I'm really good at it.
Yes!
Sorry. Take that out. It means so much to me that I get to be your friend and text you and have you respond. Like truly, genuinely, I do comedy because of you. And I've talked to other friends of mine who say the same thing. Well, they're like, we do comedy because of Conan. Like what you mean to us is, and the fact that you're still like around and you engage with us and you keep like reinventing yourself and changing who you are while still staying true to what we love about you. It's very rare for comedians to grow up and still be like, you lose a lot of heroes as they grow up. And I feel very, very grateful that we don't lose
Oh, that's
you.
so nice. I have to say, my big fear always was, oh my God, you get older and please someone tell me, like, stop.
Oh,
Gourley says it all.
stop,
Gourley says it
stop.
all the time.
Yeah.
I have my people that I look to, and one of them is Martin Short. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
and I'm like, okay, that guy's the generation ahead of me, and he's still as funny as a person can be. And Steve Martin, and I just say, okay, you know, they can do it. You can, if you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're your Selena Gomez. You're welcome.
Yeah, truly.
I'm definitely your Selena Gomez.
Yeah. You're our lighthouse. You really are. You really are like the person we look to be like, all right, it's possible to not turn into a giant asshole as you age.
We shall see.
I was with my friends last
This
night.
is a story that's still in progress.
Make some notes here.
Yeah, please.
Gourley is not buying any of this shit.
I was
not an
hanging out
asshole.
with friends last night, and I mentioned I was doing this podcast, and people started quoting your bits, and someone said this joke that was so. It was from the year 2000. I want to get it right, and it was you and Jim Carrey, and you tried to make him laugh with something with the mask that the movie that he was in with the green face. I forget what. But he like kept it together, and when it was his turn, he said to you, "I heard you're going to be in The Mask 2, The Return of Rocky Dennis." It's such good writing. It's such a good show.
Yeah. Oh my God. All too true. All right. Well, be well, thrive, and I'll see you soon, I hope.
Thank you. Yes.